What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of DJ SoulaaH, and yes, my bottom teeth are missing. But we're going to get back to that at a later date. First and foremost, let me say welcome to TapIn Radio. TapIn Radio is an outlet in which we give the underground artists a voice and a chance to shine. What we like to do is we give them interviews and we give them a chance to perform and get their music played. You know, we're a small platform right now, but still we're going to be promoting artists and just giving other people a chance to see who they are. During our interviews, we like to get into the nitty-gritty, see what what shaped them as an artist, what made them decide to start music, where did it all start from. So you get to know these people outside of just listening to some music that you never heard before, you know? On top of which, we're going to be seeing me, myself, DJ SoulaaH. I'm going to be doing live sessions as far as, you know, me just DJing. You're going to see my brothers, DJ Rigor Mortis, and, you know, DJ Sly Coop, you know. So we got a lot in store for you guys. More interviews coming. We got just more content in general. And speaking of content, 2024 has really been a doozy. Let's talk about beef. We got the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. We got the Quavo and Chris Brown beef. And now we have Bia and Cardi B. I don't know what's in the water in 2024, but everybody got a problem with each other. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's corny. But before we start getting into the details of that beef, I don't know if you guys been listening to hip hop or you've been in hip hop culture as a whole for a long time, but honestly, this is a part of it. I think the lines and the details get misconstrued when we use the word beef, because everybody knows in our neighborhood or just in general, when you say you got beef with somebody, that means you want to hurt them. You have a legit problem with them, and when I see you, there's going to be an issue. We're going to either fight or we're going to argue. Something's going to happen. So I think when we put beef on top of that, the word beef in these rap battles, because that's what it is. That's what we want to see. We want to see rap battles, you know. So when we put the word beef on top of it, sometimes it insinuates a bigger problem. You know, honestly, all we want you to do is rap. Drake and Kendrick stopped the whole world for like a good month with just back-to-back records. And it was amazing to see. Now, I'm not a Drake fan, but I can say that he makes good music. I'm not a hater. Like, he makes very good music. And he did his thing. He definitely did his thing. And he was throwing some bows. But I just think Kendrick came out on top of that. Pause. And as far as Quavo and Chris Brown, yeah, that was just a one-round knockout, freaking 30-second knockout. It's like watching Tyson back in the day when he come out, the bell ring, a weave, a dodge, and then boom, dude is out on the floor. So, yeah, Chris Brown said what he said, Quavo said what he said, and that was the end of it. Now, as far as Bia and Cardi B is concerned, it's seeming like, according to Cardi B and her video, that Bia has been, you know, trying to bait her or like saying things behind her back, as opposed to, it started out, I guess, with Bia trying to say, yo, you trying to bite my style, like you sampled that song, and I guess it's the one when they sampled Missy's She's a Bitch. Excuse the speech impediment, you know, missing teeth and shit. But they sampled She's a Bitch by Missy, and it was like, oh, she trying to be like me, Now, in Bia's defense, she did drop that song first, and Timbaland was actually on it, if that's what we talking about. And, you know, but let's be real, Kaya Baby did that before Bia as well. So, yeah. If that's what we talking about, then, okay, Bia is correct. But at the same time, samples is samples. It's all right. You be okay. But now Bia was talking about in the video, she trying to look like her and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And that's fine, you know, but according to Cardi B, she called her and it was like, oh, you know, I don't have no problem with it. It started out, she said, Cardi B's words, it started out real unprofessional. But by the end of the conversation, you know, it was all love. It was like, yo, I don't got no problem with you, I ain't got no problem with you, and just leave it at that, whatever. We ain't got to mess with each other, but cool. After that, apparently Bia is going around saying that she got a sex tape with Cardi and saying all this drama. So Cardi B gets on the remix. I forgot the name of the song, and I love this song by Glorilla. Her whole project is fire, by the way. The one she's like, "Go Meg, go Meg, go Meg," the one with Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B jumped on that remix, and she was she was sliding. She was saying her thing. She said her little 1-2, like, don't nobody want to be a, like, what I mean? It was cool. And then Bia drops a record called Sue Me. And it got a little crazy because Bia was sliding. Oh my God. Like, yeah, first, it started out a little rocky. I'm not gonna lie. It started out rocky because it seemed like where she started, it was kind of off beat. But as it went along, she just was like, bang, 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 bang. Talking about, you talk like a second grader, and your body is bad. You got your body done just to be mid. Like, she was wilding. She was really, really wilding. I hope Cardi B comes out with another record, going back at Bia, because it'll be cool to see, just the back and forth. Now, if they really, really got problems with each other, just stop. Because, yeah, like, I don't know if y'all seen women fight for real. You go low, sometimes they take it to hell. So I don't want it to get there. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see friendly competition, because hip hop, and that's the other thing people get to fail to realize. Hip hop is a very braggadocious thing. It's a very braggadocious sport, whether it be graffiti, whether it be, oh yeah, 6 fingers too, wow. Whether it be graffiti, DJing, MCing, b-boying, battling has always been a part of the culture, and what's always been a part of the culture has been, yo, I'm the man, I'm better than you, and that's just what it is. And it creates a friendly competition, and sometimes it does create animosity if you're able to say, yo, I'm better than you, and actually mean it, and you actually are. You know what I'm saying? Because then people's pride start to get in the way, and then jealousy and all these things start to happen. So with that being said, maybe, we can see how people are like, no, we don't want no rap battles. We don't want to. But for the people that's in the culture, it's always interesting to see how things play out. We don't want it to get violent. We don't want it to get, fatal. We just want it to just stand on business. And y'all, if y'all gonna rap, then rap. If y'all see each other and y'all want to bump each other and do all this other extra stuff, that might not be the thing to do. But speaking of bumps, the WNBA is on fire right now. Man, oh man. Everybody's talking about, recording in the hood and shit. But everybody's talking about what just happened with Kennedy Carter and Caitlin Clark. It seems to be this idea that the WNBA hates Caitlin Clark because she got all this money and you jealous and this, that, and the third, and da-da-da, which may be true a little bit. But for the overall, to say blanket, like a blanket statement as all the girls in the WNBA are jealous of Caitlin Clark is ridiculous. Because it's like, fam, you're going to say somebody like Aja Wilson is jealous of Caitlin Clark when she's a champion, MVP, and right now she's leading the league with double-doubles. Like, she's just, I don't know. Aja Wilson, by the way, sorry. It's just some of the things that's being said about it is kind of crazy. And then you got, and mostly it's men that be saying this goofy shit. It's men talking about, oh, there's the lesbians, the studs are mad that straight women are in the NBA and they're taking over. Like, do you hear yourself, bro? Like, do you even watch basketball? Do you even watch the WNBA? Like, because keep it a stack. I started watching the WNBA when it was Teresa Weatherspoon, Dawn Staley, Cheryl Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, Shamika Holslaw. Like, I was watching when it first started. The only reason why I stopped watching it is because they started switching the TV, the channel where it was coming on, and the times that it was coming on was weird. Like, you want me to go to Lifetime and watch a game at like 2:30 in the afternoon. I was a kid at the time. It was like, Lifetime, I don't even know what you're talking about. That's where all the Christmas movies come on and like all these other, whatever. So I've been watching for a minute, and I've been getting more into, women's basketball, because not for nothing, you got girls like Juju Watson, you got girls like Kennedy Carter, who has been balling. She like the female AI to me. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Camila Cardoso, and you got Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? You got Fuwali, who also shut Caitlyn down. But it's like you have these girls that are really, really talented, and you actually watching them play, and they're really, really good. So people not watching is just for the sake that you don't want to watch women's sports. It's seeming like, pardon me if you know what I'm saying, if that's not what it is for you. But at the same time, if you've been watching the WNBA and women's basketball in general, they play physical. It's a physical game. Like, it's just so weird to see what's going on, because we have men watching NBA. Oh, the league is soft. They need to let them play and da 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 da. But now we have these women who are playing and they get chippy. They you know what I'm saying? They throwing bowls, they boxing out. Sometimes they doing hard screens and everything like that. But now you want them to tone it down for the sake of what? And it sounds extra crazy as a competitor for me to see, if I as a competitor, because keep it a stack, I used to dance and choreograph and I had a whole team. That's like you telling me, oh, this team over here is going to get us more money, so when they come through, don't give it your all. And you know what I'm saying? When you battle, don't be too aggressive. I'm gonna look at you like you dumb. Like, what are you talking about? Is this a competition, right? All right, so what are you talking about? And it's the same thing with the WNBA. It's like, all these women are athletes. They all want to win. So for you to tell them to tone down their play just because this girl is seemingly the one who is bringing all of the money, and that's the other thing. Y'all like, oh, y'all got chartered planes because of her, and y'all got all these houses because of her. Let's keep it a stack. It's like a whole draft class that people have been watching. Now, I never heard of Caitlin Clark until I saw when everybody was attacking Angel Reese about doing this in her face, after everybody thought it was cool when Caitlin Clark did it first. So now I'm watching both of their stories because it's interesting. Now you got a small little rival. Angel Reese even said, no, we cool outside of basketball, but once you get in these four lines, there's smoke. And that sounds like a true competitor. Like, I don't understand. Y'all making it seem like this woman is the Messiah and everybody should be kneeling down and kissing the ring, when these women been balling their whole life. And it's just like, yeah, I see her. Congratulations. Thank you for the work you put in, the records you broke and everything like that, and bringing the eyes to you. But I'm not going to take it easy on you. We all saw with Michael Jordan. We all saw with LeBron and any rookie that came into the league. Like, granted, the NBA changed the rules because Jordan was bringing more eyes in it and everything like that. But the players themselves still did not care. Like, Jordan still was getting fouled hard. He was getting taken out of the air. So that's when they were like, okay, these regular fouls are now flagrants, and things started to change. But even watching Jordan's career, although most of the time up until he retired, he still was getting banged up. He still was getting hand checked. He still was getting bumped, especially going against teams like the Knicks. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I feel like y'all just saying it because y'all want the girls to tone down. I feel like y'all have a problem with women being aggressive. And I'm not trying to stand on no soapbox. I'm not trying to be the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to just pander. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes do this all the time. And when the women is like, oh yeah, let him go, let him play. But now the women are doing it and y'all have a problem with it. It's weird. Now, granted, the Kennedy Carter thing, I love Kennedy Carter. She's a great player. Mind you, my favorite team is the Chicago Sky. You know, so I'm a root for them all the time. Like, that team is amazing. They got Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, and they got Elizabeth Williams. Like, and they coached by my favorite player when I started watching, Teresa Weatherspoon. And on top of that, Camila Cardoso is one of my I like watching her play as well. And she was coached by my other favorite player from back in the day, Dawn Staley. So it's a full circle moment for me. But I just feel like asking the women to tone it down just because they're women, and I don't see them as athletes. And it's very, very weird. But outside of the negativity, let's get to some good news. I got my notes and everything. We're going to get to the standings and the stats in the WNBA. So as it comes to, for so far, you know, the teams that's on top of the league, we're going to do East and West. All right. So the Connecticut Sun is 8-0 right now. They've been cooking everybody, and it's crazy. They are well-oiled machine, and that's a team. That's pretty much the team to beat right now, which is crazy, because the Aces, the Las Vegas Aces are the champions. So go figure. The New York Liberty 7-2. The Atlanta Dream 4-3. The Chicago Sky 3-4. But we gonna win coming up. The Fever 2-9. And the Washington Mystics are 0-8. Like, that shit is like the Washington Bullets back in the day. Like, goddamn. Like, come on, y'all, pick it up. All right, so on the West, we got the Minnesota Lynx 6-2. Now, we're going to get to that. Never mind. The Las Vegas Aces 4-2. And then we have the Seattle Storm, which is 5-3 with Skylar Diggins. We got the Phoenix Mercury 4-5, and then we have the Dallas Wings. That's 3-4, and then we got the LA Sparks 2-6, and they got Brink on that team too. Brink is doing very well. Yeah, so it's just a thing to look forward to. You know what I mean? Now the league leaders, we got Arike Ogunbowale. She's leading the league with 26.6 points per game. That's crazy. Then we got Asia Wilson, the big dog, 12.5 rebounds a game. And then we got Ezzy, I hope I say this right, Magabegger. She's leading the league with 3 blocks per game. And Arike Ogunbowale, once again, on top with 2.9 steals. So the league is actually doing well, and it's early. All of these things may switch. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to watch. It's exciting. It's not boring. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching the NBA, and that's gonna be boring as fuck sometimes. Excuse my language, but it is what a TI is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just keep looking forward to it. And then speaking of the Minnesota Lynx, Alyssa Peely was putting in work the other night, and she scored her career high so far of 20 points. Mind you, she was 4 for 4 from 3, and she's a forward. She's a solid girl. Like, she's a big girl, but she was moving. Her passing game is crazy. Her rebound game is crazy, and clearly her 3-point game is crazy. So she's going to be another interesting woman to watch on this court. She's a rookie as well, so she's going to be interesting to watch, because you watching all these girls develop, and you watching all these girls, like, you know what I'm saying, get used to the WNBA and playing at a different pace. Because it's like, again, when you were in college, there were certain rules in play, and it was a different type of game. This is the WNBA, where you have vets that been there for a little minute, and they gonna play. They're not gonna take it easy on you, because nobody took it easy on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that's really, really, really gonna be dope to watch, and I can't wait. But let's get back to the music. All right, so also on this channel, we're gonna be doing music reviews of new artists, underground artists, and established artists. It's gonna be music and news in general. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might see me by myself. Sometimes you might see my boy Ricardo by himself, or DJ Rigor Mortis, my bad. But at the end of the day, sometimes you might see all of us. But it's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be great news and everything. We're gonna turn it up for y'all. But with that being said, Vince Staples dropped his new project, and I'm going to do a review on it. Not right now, but I'm going to drop a video reviewing the music and just playing it out, and, you know what I'm saying, just giving my thoughts on it. I like Vince Staples as a person. His music is pretty dope, and his interviews are great. He's hilarious. I haven't watched this show yet, but I'm going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just something else to look forward to. Now, just heard some news that I wasn't even going to talk about him, because this is like crazy, but I just found out some news that Diddy, they found something else on him. Like, they found a video from the raid where a male sex worker was getting violated. I'm just like, bruh, like, when it rains, it pours, and sometimes it's hail too. It's just crazy. Now, we all know these stories about, not these wild ass stories, but there's always been stories about Puff being weird and just like some type of craziness going on with him. But now that everything's coming out, I can't really say that I'm shocked, But at the same time, I'm still taken aback. The only thing that really shocked me is that video with Cassie. And I don't want to bring it up because you know what I'm saying, we talked about it. It's been around for a long time, and it's just something crazy to see. Like, because I have sisters, I have a mother, I have a wife, and I can't imagine somebody doing that to them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't move like that. I don't feel like it's anything that will push me to the point of putting my hands on a woman, especially not in that capacity. That was next level. That was more than angry. That was control. That was just outrageous, all in all. But I'm not going to end it on a low note. We're going to end it on a high note, which is that you're a part of the TapIn Radio family, and that's a beautiful thing. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I want to say thank you for just, choosing to be a part of this journey. So, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on Instagram. We're going to be on TikTok. We're going to be on Twitch. And you know what I'm saying? We just going to try to hit y'all with everything that we got. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, look forward to a whole bunch of good content from us, especially from me. I'm wilding. I'm going to start wilding. You're going to see my face a whole lot. You see this bald head right here? This shiny bald head? You're going to see a lot of that. And as time progresses, you're going to see me with more teeth too. Peace.